All right, you guys, got him in the building, Steven Espinoza. Hey, Steven, what's going on, man?
Hey, great night, man. Great night. I'm exhausted. I didn't even fight.
I know. We'll talk about tonight's fight. What did you see in Errol Spence? Do you think he's all the way back from, the...
I mean, look, right now, that narrative's got to stop because he walked through the fire. He fought a guy, one of the toughest in the division, bigger than he was, longer than he was, all the confidence in the world. Got hurt, which happens when you're fighting a top-tier fighter. And he came back fresher than ever, and put the accelerator down to the floor and finished it, and look, I don't see anybody who could have, I don't know anybody in the welterweight division that could have done tonight what Errol did to Ugas.
Okay, Steven, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Terence Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So if there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no MTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal, then it can happen. People want to be unreasonable, people want to involve the Kinahans, it's not going to happen.
Okay, Steven, one last question. Have you guys reached out to Terence Crawford's team in any kind of way to try to get him on Showtime?
There have been a number of conversations, different levels, different people. So, yeah, there's a dialogue going. There absolutely is.
Oh, okay, Steven, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, my God. Bad news. Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. will be canceled if Crawford is working with Daniel Kinahan. I'm going to talk about that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in and smash the like button. Now, I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time. Town Business, my dude, shout out to the Bay Area. Golden State Warriors just won another ship. Shout out to Steph Curry and the team. Bay Area versus everybody. But he had talked to Steven Espinoza months ago, or a month ago, and Steven Espinoza told you at the beginning, you seen the clip, that if Terence Crawford is working with Daniel Kinahan, that's a no-go. Now, the reason this is coming full circle is it was widely reported that Terence Crawford was working with Daniel Kinahan. Today, it just came out that Tyson Fury was denied access, a flight to the United States of America. Wonder why? Because of his association with Daniel Kinahan. So this is something that no one else is really speaking on, but leave it to me. Now, as far as Terence Crawford, one has to question some of the business decisions that he's made. There's no getting around that. And I've never questioned Terence Crawford, the fighter. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. But what has been brought into question is his business savvy, the ability to understand and, kind of work the business. Now, I know he's made money in the game and stuff, but you look at Crawford's career, age 34, whatever age he is, he's suing his old promoter and now claiming stuff that was kind of apparent to see, that he wasn't getting the red carpet treatment, while guys like Lomachenko and Tyson Fury have been getting that. And then now with the Errol Spence fight, I'm wondering what's the holdup. Hopefully the fight happens. This is not saying the fight won't happen or the fight will be canceled. But again, Steven Espinoza made that clear when he spoke to Town that it can't involve Daniel Kinahan. And with the new findings that Tyson Fury has been banned from coming to the United States, at least at the moment, that draws more light. And you got to really look at the decisions that Crawford has made in his career, because Crawford hopped on a flight to Dubai, and most people speculated, even myself at the time, that he was trying to establish a rapport or a relationship with Daniel Kinahan. And it's been reported by many of the top boxing or sports imprints that Terence Crawford was working with Daniel Kinahan. I don't know what his situation is right now, but this is something that people just tend to overlook and don't want to mention as if it's the elephant in the room. So I don't duck or dodge any topic on my channel, and it just makes me curious. It makes me curious because there's a lot of people who have suggested that Errol Spence was in fact some type of holdup. So I gotta address the elephant in the room. Is Errol Spence, has he been a holdup? Because Errol Spence didn't have any of these lingering situations going on. And he went about his business beating champion after champion, Kell Brook and Sheffield. You know, unification with Sean Porter. Most recently, your Dennis Ugas. He beat those guys to collect their belts. Meanwhile, Crawford, being a great fighter, his side wasn't able to conjure up what they said they could. They said, oh, we're going to fight Manny Pacquiao in Qatar and Dubai. And to no avail, it never happened. And then again, Errol Spence said his daddy told him to sign with Al Heyman, and it's been a great blessing and he loves Al. He said Al's his man, you know what I mean? And if you look at it, again, addressing the elephant in the room, Errol Spence hasn't had any issues getting fights. He hasn't had any issues. Like, his advisor, Al Heyman, is not wanted on the narco-terrorist list like Terence Crawford's reported connection with Daniel Kinahan, which I showed you early in this video, that Daniel Kinahan, there's over 600 people that are blocked. Tyson Fury, who has a deal with an American broadcaster, ESPN, was refused access to board a flight to the United States. So this is the guy that fought Wilder in America 3 times, and now he's not being allowed to come to America. This is a problem. And this is the decision-making that we've seen from Crawford. So when it comes to boxing, I will forever be immortalized and remembered in this game because I'm a truth speaker and a truth seeker. So I'm after the truth in what I see. And I say things like, Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You know, I'm saying the things that people are afraid. They see it just like I see it, but they're not afraid to put their nuts down and get on wax and say the stuff that I'm saying, which is 100%. I don't go out of my way to lie on people. I don't go out of my way to maim or, you know, spread libel or anything. But these are absolute facts. So as I've always stated, the Crawford problems and the Crawford saga, a lot of it results in decisions that him or his team have made. You stayed and re-signed with Top Rank. You teamed up with Daniel Kinahan, and now you can't even report that relationship, or it had to fizzle out in order to make Errol Spence fight. You know what I mean? Because Stephen Espinoza just told you, it cannot happen because it is like the RICO law. The moment you do business with somebody who there are sanctions on, like Daniel Kinahan, then you potentially run the risk of becoming a part of that problem and being complicit. Stephen Espinoza is a multi-millionaire that runs a business. So he told you months ago when he did the interview with Town, you know, we're not about to be a part of that. So if it happens, once again, it's going to continue to happen on A-side Errol Spence's terms. And again, you look at the trajectory and the way Errol's career has played out, he hasn't had problems making fights or big events, or his advisor's not on a narco-terrorist list where if you, like, there's YouTubers that had to change their whole getup because of their connection to Daniel Kinahan. Me, I don't have no connection to anybody that's doing anything, you know, illegal that the feds want. So there's nothing for me to change on my channel, but that is not the same case for other people. And now you're seeing it. So, you know, Crawford, he's a great fighter, but you have to question some of the decisions he made. Subscribe to the channel, I'm best in the business. Gang. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC, Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.